It's a conversation Burlingtonians are very familiar with by now: community police oversight. It will be back on the ballot in 2 weeks, and although the City Council unanimously agreed to put the question in front of voters, some are still encouraging people to vote no. ABC 22's Matt Holderman spoke with councilors on both sides of the debate today, and he joins me now live in the newsroom with more on what they had to say.
Thanks, Lauren. Well, this version of the community police oversight question looks a little different from the last time it appeared on a town meeting day ballot back in 2023. This one is a little more watered down compared to previous versions, but still not enough to the point where all councilors are telling voters to get behind it.
I voted to put it on the ballot, but that doesn't mean that we all support it.
It's been one of Burlington's biggest talking points since cases of police brutality came under a national spotlight in 2020. Should citizens have a say in cases of alleged police officer misconduct? Right now, Chief John Murad is the sole authority allowed to resolve those cases, but question 2 on the November ballot will ask voters if the police commission should have a larger role and even have the power to hire outside investigators to look at misconduct cases.
This measure is a step in the right direction towards good governance and transparency.
As has been the case previously, the measure has support from progressives, including Ward 1 City Councilor Carter Newbeezer, who's been involved in Burlington police oversight conversations since before the protests in 2020.
I think this empowers the police commission, which has been what I've advocated for since the beginning of this conversation. I served on the 2018 special committee to review policing practices. I think that's the right move.
While Democratic city councilors agreed with progressives that voters should have a chance to decide on this again, not all of them want voters to approve it. That includes South District Councilor Joan Shannon, whose lawn voiced strong support for Burlington police and thinks this charter change would hurt the department.
It's extremely hard for anybody to hire police officers, and we need to make Burlington more attractive than all of the other places trying to hire police officers. This certainly isn't going to be doing it.
Should voters turn down the measure again, like they did in March of 2023, Shannon hopes that'll be the end of the conversation, while Newbeezer says he's not sure what the future would hold.
If people vote no on this, hopefully the City Council stops beating a dead horse.
I'm focused on the ballot measure that's coming up in front of voters, and so I'm not going to try to predict the future.
Reached out to the Burlington Police Department to try getting Chief Murad's thoughts on the matter, but they told me he's been out of town for a conference. However, Shannon says both Murad and members of the police union once again do not support this measure. One other point Newbeezer made, though, was that much of what is written in the ballot item is already in place via department directive, so he thinks this wouldn't be much of a shift at all from current policy. Live in the newsroom, Matt Holderman, ABC 22 News.